on the job.
What is going on, guys? I'm Django Fett, and instead of showing some Republic Commando for this week, I've decided to play multiplayer with BattlefrontJDgamer, who's a great friend of mine. I will put the link for his channel down below, as well as his video of this series as well, the community series. So definitely check that out. Check out his channel. He's a great guy, and he has just got some great Battlefront content. But anyway, let's talk about the gameplay as well as E3. And in this match, Ender Aspire, I'm actually whooping butt. I think it's just because it's tight corridors, but I think I did really good in this match compared to JD. But in the next two matches, he whoops my butt, so it makes up for it. So I guess so. And we do a space battle at the end, and yeah. But anyway, let's talk about the conferences as well as the games themselves. First off, the conferences. Microsoft, I thought, was the weakest. They had a couple of exclusives, but they mostly showed, they showed mostly multi-platform games like Witcher 3, which looks amazing. That's an anticipated game of mine. I think it's going to be an amazing game. And they also showed Sunset Overdrive, which looks amazing. That looks like an awesome game. But other than that, they didn't have that many exclusives, and I thought they were the worst out of the bunch. At least they didn't talk about the Kinect, which is a great thing. But Sony, I thought, did a better job, in my opinion. They had better exclusives. They also had multi-platform games they showed, like Far Cry 4, which looks amazing also, but that's also a multi-platform game, so what's the point of showing that? I think Far Cry 4 is going to be a great game, and I can't wait for that. They're going to have some really good games. I think Sony's conference was better than Microsoft, in my opinion. Next is a huge surprise to the conferences was Nintendo. Nintendo nailed it with their E3. It's Nintendo. They always have some great exclusives, but this year they just demolished Microsoft and Sony. They did a great job, and they have some really great exclusives and rumors for more games coming out for next year and the coming years as well. And I think I really want a Wii U now, and a PS4 as well, but I really want a Wii U, just because of the fact that these exclusives look amazing, and this just makes me really want to get a Wii U now. It really does. So yeah, I believe Nintendo did an awesome job with their E3, revealing so many. They just nailed it with their E3. I think they did a solid job. They were the best of the crew, and they really surprised me with all the exclusives and, the Wii U content. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting the Wii U now. I really am. I now have a reason to get a Wii U, because previously I didn't want to get a Wii U because there was hardly any games, and I was really not interested in the games. But now it's really picking up, so I'm really invested in that. But anyway, I think Nintendo did an awesome job. Sony was the second best, and third was Microsoft. But now let's talk about the games I'm looking forward to, and I'm so excited for these games. The first one is obvious. My channel is Star Wars centric, and I'm just a huge Star Wars fan, so obviously the first one is Star Wars Battlefront. Now, the trailer that came out on E3 was like a trailer for DICE, revealing what they're planning to do for Battlefront. And if you haven't checked out that video, I'll put a link for that down below, in the description, of course. I liked the trailer, but I hated it at the same time because it didn't show gameplay. I'm so looking forward to them showing gameplay. I just want the DICE just to show just a tad bit of gameplay, but I understand because they're trying to perfect this game at the same time. And the trailer, looks amazing. The graphics, stupendous. Once you see the video, you'll know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, Star Wars Battlefront is #1 on my list. It's coming out next year. Next, a bunch of other non-Star Wars games I'm going to be talking about that I'm really, really pumped for. If you're into the Monster Hunter series, definitely Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. If you guys don't already know, I actually have a 3DS, and I have been addicted to it with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I absolutely love the game. It's very, very addicting. My first Monster Hunter game I've ever played, and I cannot wait for Monster Hunter 4. I'm really, really anticipating it. And it sucks that it's only on the 3DS and not on the Wii U, but I have a 3DS, so I'm super pumped for that, and I cannot wait for that game. Next is Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm really excited for this game, but I have my doubts. I have a lot of doubts with this game. And I'll probably do a separate video talking about it, but not now. But Assassin's Creed Unity looks awesome. It looks incredible. And the trailer actually showed some gameplay. They actually showed gameplay in E3. And it looks amazing. The graphics look amazing, the gameplay, and it's co-op. That blew my mind. I was like, wow, that looks fantastic. I don't know how that's going to work for the story, and that's actually one of my doubts. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what news comes up later on of this year. Because this game is actually set to be released at the end of this year, which is crazy because Assassin's Creed 4 actually came out last year. Next is Batman Arkham Knight. I absolutely love that series, the Arkham series. I love the first game, absolutely fell in love with the second game. But Arkham Knight, it looks like it's going to be a really good game. I mean, I trust the developers who made, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. They're going to do a stupendous job, and it's going to be Game of the Year material again. I have high expectations, and I know they're going to be fulfilled with this game. Next is Far Cry 4. This game looks beautiful as hell. I'm hoping to get this game on PC and PS4. And it looks absolutely amazing, gorgeous. I think the story is going to be awesome. The gameplay looks really improved. And the animal life, the wildlife, and the humans, it looks really real. And I highly recommend you guys check out Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon. Great games. Definitely check them out. Blood Dragon is freaking hilarious. I absolutely love that game. And I just finished that game, by the way. Now this game, I actually played this first game earlier this year, Hotline Miami, and I cannot wait for the second game, Hotline Miami 2. And it's actually going to come out later this year. Looks amazing, and I cannot wait for that game as well. There's actually going to be a stage editor as well, and it looks really good. I think it's going to be a really well executed game, and I love the first game, and I cannot wait for the second game. Mirror's Edge 2. This is an underrated game. I definitely think you guys should check out the first game. You can play it on Xbox, PC, and I believe PS3 as well. I'm not absolutely sure, but it's a really fun parkour shooter-esque game, and it's really addicting. It's a really fun game. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it was a fantastic game, and I cannot wait for the second one. Graphics already look amazing, and I'm looking forward to getting that game on the PC or PS4. Now this was only a CGI trailer, but I was so pumped for it when it was revealed. It's the sequel to the Tomb Raider game called Rise of the Tomb Raider. I got so pumped for it when it was revealed, and I cannot wait for that game. I was such a fan of the other Tomb Raider game that recently came out, and it was a fantastic game. It was a really great game. And I actually never been a Tomb Raider fan until that game came out. I still don't like the previous games, but I love the last game that came out. And this game I'm really looking forward to, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I can't wait for more news of that game and see more gameplay. I mean, visually, I think it's going to be amazing, just like the last Tomb Raider game as well. The Witcher 3. Now, I did mention this game earlier. This game looks awesome. They did show gameplay during the Microsoft E3. The gameplay looks like it's really good. The graphics as well. I actually became a fan of Witcher with Witcher 2, which I've played on the Xbox 360. Loved it. Absolutely love it. It's like a mix of Game of Thrones meets Monster Hunting. And it's a very mature game. Not for everyone. And I cannot wait for the Witcher 3 game. And I think it's going to be a really great game. And it is going to come out next year, which sucks, but oh well. Now on to 3 Nintendo games I'm super excited for. First off, this game is actually going to be ported on the 3DS and Wii U, and it's Super Smash Bros. I've been a super fan of Super Smash Bros. Since the first one came out on the N64. And Melee is actually my favorite of the bunch, which came out on the GameCube. And the new Super Smash Bros. Game, I might actually have to get for the Wii U as well, as soon as I get a Wii U. I might have to get it for the Wii U and the 3DS. But first I'm going to get it for the 3DS, but I'm looking forward to that game. They already revealed some more fighters, and it looks like it's going to be a great game as well. Cannot wait for that game. Hyrule Warriors. Now this is a Dynasty Warriors / Legend of Zelda game, and it looks really good. I'm a fan of Dynasty Warriors since, 3 or 4? Love the series. I think it's awesome. People who don't like Dynasty Warriors, this is not for you, but I'm such an avid fan of Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Warriors Orochi. I love them all, and I cannot wait for this game. It's going to be awesome. And I wish it was on the 3DS as well, but it's on the Wii U, which is alright, and I think it's going to be an awesome game. Now, this game, in my mind, came out of nowhere. I didn't hear anything about this game until this E3, and that's the Legend of Zelda HD game. Now, this is separate from the Hyrule Warriors game, which I thought was the same thing, but it's actually a completely different game. And the trailer showed this gorgeous open world that you could explore, and showed some new characters as well. And it looks incredible. It's breathtaking to look at. See, I thought the Hyrule Warriors game and this game was the same, but they're actually separate games. And I'm not sure when this new Legend of Zelda game is supposed to come out, but it looks amazing, and I cannot wait for any news for this game, because I'm such a fan of the Legend of Zelda series. I love Twilight Princess. Wind Waker is actually my favorite of the series. I'm starting to play Ocarina of Time on the 3DS right now. Love it so far. I actually couldn't play it on the N64. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it. But I'm starting to get into it in the 3DS version, so that's all that counts, and it's amazing so far. But Legend of Zelda, man, it's got to be my most anticipated game for next year, or one of my most anticipated games for next year, because 2015 looks like a great year for video games, and there's just such a huge selection of games I want to get. This year it looks awesome, but next year, wow, look out. There's going to be some great games to come out. And most of these games that I mentioned are actually going to be coming out next year. I'm really looking forward to 2015. And I actually forgot 2 games, actually. Borderlands pre-sequel, I hope it doesn't follow suit like Borderlands 2 and has all this freaking DLC just loaded with this game. I hope it doesn't come up to that. The pre-sequel to Borderlands 2 sounds pretty cool, but yeah, we'll see. Also, Destiny, I forgot, actually looks amazing. It's pretty much an open world first-person shooter from the creators of Halo, aka Bungie. And they're a great company. Halo franchise thrived with them, and Destiny I think is going to be a great game. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what system I'm going to get it for. Either the PC or the PS4. It's going to be really hard. It's a hard decision. I'm thinking about that game. Next 3 games I want to hear any news about, because they weren't really talked about at all. There were just rumors that were going on. Dishonored 2. I loved Dishonored 1, and I got the DLC packs, and in that game, DLC wasn't as abused nearly as Borderlands 2. But I thought the 2 DLC packs with Daud, who actually killed the Empress, if you played the game, you know what I mean. But if you never played Dishonored 1, underrated stealth first-person shooter game. Definitely check it out. It's a great game. Definitely worth your time. As well as the DLC as well. This is the only time I'm really promoting DLC. I mean, it's pretty crazy. But Dishonored 2, I want to hear any news about. I love Dishonored 1. A sequel needs to come. I'm just looking forward to this game. There hasn't been that many great stealth games recently. Dishonored was underrated as hell, and it's just an absolutely great stealth game. So any news about that, I'd be happy. This is probably the biggest one of them all, but Fallout 4. I've been waiting for a sequel for this game since Fallout 3 New Vegas. And New Vegas, it was good, but it just wasn't as memorable as Fallout 3. When that first came out, it blew everyone's mind. It had that scary, apocalyptic atmosphere. You just felt immersed in this just apocalyptic world. And it was a great game. All around great game. I loved that game. It was just absolutely fantastic. Since Skyrim came out, I've just been dreaming of a game of like Fallout with the Skyrim-esque graphics. That would be amazing. And I know people are going to say Skyrim's graphics suck and all that crap. When it first came out, it blew everyone's mind. So shut up, okay? Just shut up, okay? Come on, just stop it. And it should be a proper sequel to Fallout 3. Because I felt Fallout New Vegas was just an expansion to Fallout 3 with just like the same graphics engine. I mean, there was some new weapons, new story, I understand that, but New Vegas just felt like an expansion to Fallout 3 in my opinion. Also, Mass Effect 4. I've been a fan of Mass Effect since Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 was my favorite in the series. Mass Effect 2 was great. Mass Effect 3 was really good. if not for the ending, which was a huge blunder by BioWare and EA. I blame both those companies for that blunder of an ending. A couple months after Mass Effect 3 was released, there were some rumors going on about the Mass Effect 4 sequel, and it sounds really cool. I love the Mass Effect series, and any news about Mass Effect I'm gonna take, because I love the RPG sci-fi elements. You know, it's just like, I mean, it's pretty much from the creators of Knights of the Old Republic. I'm just an avid fan of the Mass Effect series, and I just can't wait for any more news about Mass Effect. So, yeah, Fallout 4, Mass Effect 4, and Dishonored 2, those are the games I want to hear more about. I really do. So yeah, this video is going on longer than it should. As you can see, JD is just whooping my butt, and the space battle is just going longer than it really should have. But you get my point. All the games that were announced at E3, I'm super pumped for. And I know I said Nintendo won, in my opinion, E3, but I believe gamers won, because of all the slew of games that came out. I think it really helps the gaming community out, and it's just fun entertainment for everyone to enjoy, and there's nothing wrong with that, nothing at all. I think this just wraps up the video. Yeah, I think I'll just wrap it up here. Make sure you guys also check out BattlefrontJDgamers channel and video. I know I mentioned this before, but I put the link in the description down below, so please check his video out on his take as well. Yeah, if you could please like and comment this video, and follow me on Twitter, I'd really appreciate it. One other thing, I will still continue my Republic Commando series, and I apologize that I didn't upload my Republic Commando videos this weekend, and I played multiplayer with BattlefrontJDgamers, so I wanted to do a video for that instead. So yeah guys, that's just about it for me. Please leave a like and comment this video, and please subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.